My speech, the quote. A wise man once said, "Service is the best thing that we do." That man will now deliver a speech. Good afternoon, Lions Club. My name is Zee Hussain, and I want to be your 2017-2018 president. As part of the current board of directors, I plan to be innovative and involved in all aspects of Lions Club. I hope to communicate with everyone regularly and be receptive to any new ideas that may make this organization more involved and rewarding. I assure each and every one of you I will stay committed and determined in planning as well as improving Lions Club events. I believe my detail-oriented outlook and organization skills will allow me to provide you with the best Lions Club experience possible. I've held several different leadership positions, both inside and outside of Lions Club, that have all culminated into my growth of character and leadership skills. As a service chair, I've had a great deal of experience contacting various organizations all around Austin, and I will represent Lions in the professional manner that I have been this past year. I've been to many executive board meetings and know the structure of the club. But most importantly, I've shown immense dedication, time and time after again, by stepping up to help every opportunity I get, even for committees I'm not a part of. But that's enough about me. I want to talk about you. I want Lions Club to have a greater presence on UT campus. I want our organization to be a name that everyone knows, a name that garners respect and admiration. I will achieve this by helping the membership director improve recruitment through a more attention-grabbing tabling display. Our media team has documented our endeavors through amazing videos that I would love to show on Speedway. I will also push for a stronger presence on UT's social media pages. I believe this will help us gain exposure and put our name out there. I will also aid the Vice President in establishing large-scale Lions-hosted events that spread our name throughout the Austin community. For example, a Christmas caroling campaign to raise money for charities, similar to UNICEF's trick-or-treating event. I will assist the Secretary and Treasurer to maintain the organization and efficiency that our club has with its administration, media, and budget. Lastly, I will push all of the committees, both core and special, to collaborate to improve Lions Club events as a whole. All of this will reflect back onto you, the general members. I promise I will work as hard as I can to meet my goals and be successful, mainly because I am passionate and partly because I will do anything to avoid my schoolwork. My name may be last in the alphabet, but I am number one for president. Thank you. So you're asking how it would help the different chairs or committee heads plan events?
Yes.
So as president, my responsibility would be to oversee the committees, obviously. And I believe that leading with a more mix of macro and micromanaging style is the best way to lead. So my role would be to provide the committee heads with ideas and plans for events and things that we can use to grow our club, rather than planning out all the details of every event.
So our club has grown a lot in the past year. How would you make general members feel more included in our very large club?
That's a good question. I would like to impose things like limited priority to general members. So if there was a wait list for an event and a general member and DOD signed up at a similar time, I would give priority to a general member. Also, I feel that even though we do have a nice mix of large scale and small scale socials, I believe that if we structured the large scale socials before the small scale socials, members could establish relationship at large scale events and then strengthen those bonds at the smaller events. So I would plan those events strategically using the master calendar. Yeah.
So you're coming in as a fresher candidate than like Tina, so who's been like a chair for multiple years. So what qualities do you think you possess that kind of almost make up, but not in a condescending way, but like what do you think would make up for those years lost?
That's very fair. I did join this club last semester because I transferred here.
Same.
Yeah. No, it's totally okay. I'm not saying anything bad.
I totally understand. I feel as though Tina does have more experience, yes. And I would just like to say, before I address the question, that you'd be very hard-pressed to find someone with more passion and dedication than Tina and I for this club. If it had to be someone else to be president, I'm very glad that it's Tina. But I feel as though I've shown that I'm willing to put in the work to make up for the background information that I do not have. I have worked with several different committees, such as helping Legacy with Lions Leap, and I've started to take pictures at events, and I help membership with their banquet decorations. So I've done what I can to try and associate myself with all the different committees, and I feel as though this made me more well-rounded candidate.
What do you perceive as the biggest area of improvement for our club?
So I think there are two things that we can improve on. I believe I said this in my interview. One of them is kind of gimmicky, but I think that we do need a more consistent form of transportation for our events. I know that a lot of time drivers are, struggling and being asked like all of a sudden to drive for an event, and I want to make sure that this doesn't happen anymore because I think it'd be more professional if we had a set in stone, consistent way of getting our members to events. Secondly, I said I would like to push for more exposure throughout the Austin community. Obviously, we're a new club, and our name isn't quite as out there as other UT organizations, such as like Dawn and clubs that have been there forever. So I would push for more exposure using the methods that I outlined in my speech, and I think those are the things that we need to do. Those are three. Okay. Well, this is that side of it. Green.
Okay. Do you have any ideas to fix those two problems that you just stated?
For the driver issue, I was looking towards maybe asking for a sponsorship from one of the up-and-coming cab companies such as Ride Austin. I believe that since they are a nonprofit, they would be open to suggestions and sponsoring our club possibly. For secondly, the exposure issue, like I said, I would like to post more on social media and have a stronger social media presence on the UT pages. I know myself have recruited many people just by answering posts on the UT19 page, and we've gotten dozens of people like that to join our club. And it's just a matter of not knowing when our meetings are. Everyone's enthusiastic about service. It's just getting our name out there.
After 1 year in Lions, what really motivated you to run for president, and what made you a Lion?
Okay, that's a really good question. So, like I said, I just transferred here last semester, and so for the second year in a row, I was brand new to a school, and for the second year in a row, I didn't know anyone, and I didn't have a dorm room or a dining hall to make friends this year, and I was just kind of lost. I wasn't really having the best time, and I got tabled on Speedway and decided to show up for an event, and the people remembered my name, which was huge for me. I know it's 3 letters, but it's still big for me to actually see that people are being genuinely friendly and not faking it. And I felt that since I love talking to people and I love meeting new people, this was like incredibly comfortable for me. And so throughout the year, I've noticed, through my time as a chair, improvements that we can make in the club, and I want to be the forerunner for these changes that I outlined. Alex, did you ever, or time is over?
Thanks, Zee.
Thank you.